Right behind me is an olive tree that is 2,200 years old. I'm standing in the Garden of Gethsemane. This tree was here the night that Jesus came to the garden to pray 3 times. He prayed, his disciples were asleep, prayed, disciples were asleep, prayed, his disciples were asleep. He agonized in this garden. He knew what he was about to face, and he prayed to the Father. He said, Lord, take this cup from me. But then he surrendered his will. Nevertheless, it's not about my will. It's about your will be done. Your will be done. Gethsemane is the place of crushing. It's the place where the will of Jesus was crushed for us. It's the place of surrender. And as we're here on our tour, we're all reminded of how we need to surrender our life to him, surrender our will to him. Jesus was then arrested. We know that it was in this garden that he was betrayed by Judas, and he was arrested. And they carried him across the valley. This is the Kidron Valley, in shackles and chains. And they led him right up there to Mount Zion, to Caiaphas's house. He was arrested. He was kept overnight on Mount Zion in Caiaphas's house. And of course, you know the story, how he was placed before Pilate, and the very next day he was crucified. He did that for me. He did that for you. And it was right here. This is where it started, the place of surrender. And if we want to come to Jesus, we've got to come to the place of surrender. We've got to come to our own Gethsemane, the place of crushing of our will. Jesus said, if anyone wants to follow me, let him deny himself. Let him take up his cross and follow me. As I'm here in Gethsemane, I just want to give my all to Jesus. I want to give my surrender to Jesus.